Hello folks, today we're going to be talking about two products. Technically it is one product. It is called Soft Hands and the Soft Hands Blade De-Icer. First I'm going to show you how you put it on your stick, and then we are going to talk about, well, basically a review it and go over some basics about it, some information, and you know, we'll let you decide whether you want to try it or not. So first, there's the tape. Now this tape, if you notice, it's a little bit thicker. It's a very break out a measuring tape, but it's a pretty thick tape. It's padded, it's got a nice little foam under it, and it's nice and sticky, so it sticks to your blade. So this is how I put it on my stick. I don't normally tape up the entire stick. So I just go over it right here, and then I cut it off, put the rest away for next time, for when it runs out. Now this lasts quite a while. The same one on my other stick has lasted me about 2 or 3 months, so that's not too shabby. The purpose of the Soft Hands tape is to make your stick feel, you know, the nice, soft, warm feeling of wood. So, you know, a lot of us older guys, I'm 28, so a lot of us guys who have used wooden sticks before, you know, we used to love that warm feeling of the blade where it had a nice snap and pop to it, but when you received passes, you know, onto the wooden blade, it just kind of grabbed it, and it didn't ping off like some of the composite blades do nowadays. So that's always a plus right there. So a lot of players have been looking for it. A lot of players really look for that differential feeling. Like Jason Spezza was one of the last few players who used a wooden stick. Hi, baby. Yes, son. Yeah, Jason Spezza was one of the last few players who used it. Yeah? Grab a puck. Now that he's using composites, he still has a couple of his old Reebok composites, if you see them out on eBay nowadays, where it's still a wooden blade, but it's a composite shaft. It is a two-piece, but it's actually fused on, so it's actually pretty cool. Roman Hammerlick did the same exact thing. Well, former Bruins player Nate DeCasimiro decided that this would be a pretty cool, different option. And also, you know, some players do not like using wax. They just don't like the feel of wax on their blades. So they did, you know, he resorted to also using this spray, which is kind of like it's a solution that you spray it over your blade, over the tape, and it actually keeps the tape from gathering up ice. And I've actually seen it where, you know, they showed a video of it where the blade was completely covered in ice, nice and stuck on. They just sprayed it, melted right off. So now that we have the tape on, we're just going to go ahead and lightly tape it over, so you can kind of see the look of it, and I can show you how it goes on. So we're going to do a once over, and then I'll just go over back and you know, fix it all up. And don't you hate that when that happens? Thank you, son. By the way, Max is standing right here with his stick. Say hi, Max. Hey, look at the camera. Right there. He's got his Christmas jammies on. He's ready to go. And he wants the hockey game on. He's got his own little stick right here. It's a Reebok AI9. And he's also got a Mako over there. So he's ready to play. Now, so we're going to go ahead and apply the tape. Put it right on there. Just going to do a quick wrap so you can kind of see it. And the beauty thing about this stuff is you don't really need to get too fancy with your tape. Just kind of do it however you like. And you know, you don't have to worry about the tape really coming apart. It really has no impact on the tape. It really doesn't tear it away. It really doesn't make it frail out. You know, it's actually a pretty solid product. And so I'm kind of glad that they came to me, because a couple of people that I play with who have used it really seem to enjoy it. So it's kind of a nice output for them, because they're able to try something like this out. And you know, whether they liked it or not. They were able to try it and figure it out if they were going to go ahead and buy it or not. And so as you can see, it kind of has a little gap right there, kind of like a little air bubble. Don't worry about that. That's not going to be too much of an issue. And, make sure that you're able to see it. So it kind of has that, see right there, it has that little elevated. Maybe white tape was a bad choice. I do apologize, but you can still kind of see the outline of it. So now you have this on. Tape is nice and tight. Not too shabby, I guess. Looks like I already messed it up, so I have to go back over it and not give it a once over. But who cares? That's not the purpose of it here. Let's go ahead and get this taken care of. And all right. So then the next step is going to be, you're going to take this spray and just kind of spray it on there. And normally it'll just soak right on in, attach itself to the tape. Kind of. What? Yeah, that's not something you want to sniff. I'll just say that. And now it's kind of starting to dry. You can see a little bit shiny. I did spray a lot of it on, but it's going to keep the ice from, you know, melting and attaching itself to your tape, where it kind of builds the, kind of makes your tape jobs basically tear up, or you know, you're trying to handle the puck, you got a big chunk of ice attached to the blade face. So now the blade is ready to go, and so now let's go ahead and talk about the review for it. So after using this product for about 2.5 months or so, I can say it's a pretty good product. I've used it on a lot of different ice surfaces. Played at the jogging arena where the Coyotes play. Over there, their ice just turns to powder snow, you know, halfway through a period. This totally took care of that, and my blade was nice and clear of any type of snow. And all over here, a couple of other rinks that I play at, one of them, you know, if you just kind of try to dig into the corner, it's going to get so full of snow, and it's going to come up just caked on you. This one just kept coming back, and all I had to do was just tap it, no more snow. So as far as the feel for the puck with this tape, it does kind of give that wooden feeling where it just, you know, nice and soft passes the shooting. The shooting still feels really good. No negative feelings towards that. Everything feels nice and soft. You just go through with it, follow through on all your shots. You can even put it in the back. One of the guys that I gave some of the tape to puts it on the back as well. Says it's the best thing he's ever used. So, you know, I'm glad a couple of people have really gotten into using it. So as far as puck feel, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. It's a pretty good product. Durability, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. It's lasted 5 or 6 tape jobs before I even had to replace it. So, you know, even when you take off the tape, the only thing that's going to come off is a little bit of that pink or orange, whatever it is, you know, color, discoloration. That doesn't matter. It's still going to be nice and attached. And when you just want to remove it, you just kind of tuck it and then roll it onto itself, and it comes right off. And other than that, it's a really, really good product. There's no protection to it, so we're not going to review that. As far as this, sure, it smells a little bit, but I think every solution smells like my Oakley anti-fog for my visor. That stuff smells like straight up rubbing alcohol, which is probably what it is, and a mixture of a little bit of Windex. So if you can get over the smell, which only lasts about 30 seconds, it's already gone. Now that it's drying up, you don't have to worry about it. Just don't try to pretend it's Binaca and spray it in your mouth, and it's not going to give you that fresh smell breath. So other than that, it's a good product. I would say it's worth the price. You want to check it out, you know, give them a holler on their website, and they'll go ahead and see what they can do for you. And it's going to be at softhandsports.com. Thank you. Oh, you want some too? All right, so other than that, we're going to go ahead and say happy holidays to you all. Merry, Thanksgiving for those of you. Oh, so he wants some tea. No, you cannot have tea. All right, so say bye. All right, he's upset, so goodbye.